Hello! This video contains my reviews for the last 3 movies that I watched in March, and I had so much more to say about these 3 that I felt it necessary to have it as a separate video, instead of me cutting it down to under 10 minutes for that last part. So yeah, that's why this is a separate video. Enjoy. At the end here, I think I forgot to put some films in here, which I don't remember, but fuck it. Quest for Fire. My stepdad talked about this for years and years. The editing is so gonna fuck me over. Quest for Fire is about a tribe of man back in the good old days before speech and shit. They lose their lantern of fire, and then 3 guys from this tribe get sent out to find new fire. And the film shows their journey through the wilderness, hooking up with some mammoths and saber-toothed. That's just a sloth mything now. Historically accurate, this is not. There's a bunch of different tribes of man that would have lived millions of years apart from one another and just happened to be around at the same time in this film. But that's not really what it's about. It's more thematically about different stages of humanity and how those things came to be, the origin of humanity and what makes a human. And it's presented as part of one story instead of evolution across millions of years, which it kind of still does by showing multiple tribes at the same time. There's a lot of firsts in this movie. That would be a criticism because it's presented as this tribe of man discovered all these things within a span of 2 weeks. It's not historically accurate, but still gives a good thematic exploration of that topic. During the entire runtime of the movie, there's not a single word spoken in a language that we understand. It's a made-up language that the author of the original book made up. And you never understand the words, but you always know what they're saying, which is kind of cool. Which, this aspect of the speech it's hard to carry an entire movie based on that, but they do quite a good job. I'm gonna go for 7.5 in both of these categories. Now this one, oh geez, that's a German TV crime show thing. This was really well made, especially for a German TV film. These often are quite bland and boring, but this had such good scary elements. But I have a big problem with the writing in this movie, because there's a bad guy who kidnaps children and he pretends to be their mother, dressing up as a woman with a wig and makeup and all stuff like that. In the movie it is presented as scary as shit, and like I said, the movie is well made, it is scary as shit. But this still kind of places, as soon as you think of transsexuality and transgender existing in the real world, this movie is falls fucking down the hill, face first. I don't even know how to refer to the bad guy, because he just dies and it doesn't get explained. I don't know if he is supposed to be trans in universe. Would he prefer to be seen as a woman? What's their pronouns? I don't fucking know. But the way this movie presented, oh, it's a man dressing as a woman, how scary. If you even have slightly transphobic tendencies, this movie will make you go yeah, trans people are scary. I really didn't enjoy that aspect. That really fucked it over. And then the last one, the final one, The Last Night. This is a Sean Connery flick from the 90s. I was at a friend's place. We watched Red Letter Media stuff. I was they just have this library of shit they haven't seen. And she was we have a case full of ripped DVDs in the basement. And we just decided to start watching just through that entire box. And the first film in the thing was... Why did I put it as The Last Night? The film's name is The First Night. It's the first one in this list of alphabetical movies because it was written like this with the 1. Oh yeah, it's based on the Arthur myth. It was fairly well made. The design was really good. The design was quite good, then there's loads of average stuff. The script is so what? Most of it is just okay, because I was really bored for long stretches of this movie. It was like 2-3 movies in one. On IMDb it says action adventure drama, and that's what it feels like. It's an action adventure and a drama, not at the same time, but like it switches between the two at random. Like you could do an edit of this and have an action adventure movie, or you could do an edit of this which is a period piece drama. Both wouldn't be great, but both of those would be better than whatever this mess was. Jesus Christ. For the last half hour or so, every 5 minutes we went like, is this the ending? Is it over now? Because structure just does not apply to this film. The main like love interest, she gets kidnapped like 3 times. That's the midpoint sequence, is like this big escape. Lancelot jumps into the water and he catches up to like a motorboat. I don't fucking know what was going on. She gets rescued like 15 minutes later, as if nothing happened, and it's a really weird fucking script. I don't know how this got made or what happened, if the studio intervened. I gotta fucking look this up. It doesn't say anything about like production issues. I'm just gonna guess that this is how the film is supposed to be. Also, this is based on the Arthur myth, but doesn't have shit to do with Arthur or the myth. The main characters, Arthur, Lancelot, etc. They have the names from the myth, but they don't really do. Like, Lancelot is king at the end. For some odd reason, someone decided that this film had to have a medieval ninja warrior competition.
Not like that, idiot! No! Come and get padded up first! Get down! You mad!
There's sheep who are people, but then there aren't the ones that they are attacking aren't there. And then the directing was fine, I guess. Most of the like action sequences weren't that memorable. I remember one chase, which was fun, but most of the action is just a mush in my head, because it wasn't that memorable or well directed. But it was generally really well made, with like the production design, all the costumes, the sets. I think there's a bunch of matte paintings. That one city looked good. Arthur has like, the only bit of acting in the movie is this one shot of Sean Connery's face. He's just there to collect a paycheck for the rest of it. And right after that, we cut to him screaming. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this film. I don't even know what to put for quality, because like the quality varies so much. The design was really good. Most of it's average. The script was really crap. So I guess overall quality was, I'm gonna put 6 and enjoyment 5. Yeah, that was the first 3 months of 2021. Isn't that fun? I do have another video planned. I should stop announcing videos that I never end up making. Stay tuned. So till then, have a great day.
Mein Mutter ist ein Doktor, mein Vater ist ein Krankenschwester. Mein Mutter ist ein Doktor.